What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Driller. Welcome everyone to WWE SmackDown Review. Show from January 15th, 2019. Birmingham, Alabama. They were at commentators Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves. Why am I acting like this? Well, because I gotta run through this show. Yeah, by doing this, yeah, you're thinking, I'm acting like this is on that Raw show that I had to review. No, it's SmackDown. Huh. So the show opened up with Becky Lynch. She's pulled into the arena. By the way, I didn't see this part, by the way, folks. I missed about 3 minutes of the show, of the opening of the show. I believe she was interviewed by Caleb Braxton, if I'm not mistaken. Basically about Asuka, where it pertains to that. And then she bumps into Otis Dosovich and Tucker Knight, heavy machinery with the New Day. Well, thank God I missed that too, by the way, because I heard something that Big E didn't, during that segment, the opening of SmackDown. So thank God I missed 3 minutes of the show, to avoid that. But whatever. So Becky Lynch, she talks about how she's the man. And from there, I just lost credibility of the whole segment. And then Asuka comes out. She may tell Becky Lynch something about buzz like a bee, something like that, but doesn't know how to sting, whatever. I don't know. And then also the Icons comes out. They come up with their annoying promos, but they talk about how they want to win the Royal Rumble and they want to win the first ever, WWE SmackDown. I mean the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I mean they want to become the first ever Tag Team Champions for the Women's Tag Team division for the tag titles, basically. So, and Becky Lynch says she's gonna show Asuka how she buzz and Sting, whatever, by challenging one of the Iconics, and it ends up being Peyton Royce. I didn't care about the match, but all I can say I thought it was okay. But with Becky Lynch ends up winning the match by making Peyton Royce tap out with a disarm her. And then Asuka gets starts screaming in Japanese and talks about how she wants to wrestle against Billie Kay. So match ends up being short. Basically with Asuka kicking ass. Billie Kay ends up submitting to the Asuka lock. It was a quick match, quick to the point, because Billie Kay is trash. And then Becky Lynch and Asuka gets in the ring facing off. Well, Becky Lynch gets in the ring to confront Asuka, I meant to say. And then AJ Styles comes out. He walks around the ring as Becky Lynch and Asuka has been passed by AJ Styles. And then AJ Styles goes into the crowd. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, that was so weird the way they had AJ Styles come out there. During the segment between Asuka and Becky Lynch, that was weird. So he goes up the stairs, and we go to commercial break during that time, and then we get back to commercial break, and AJ Styles is with some fans at the concession stands where they're showing some hot dogs, sodas, and AJ Styles talks about how these fans pay their hard-earned money to come to the show, whatever. No, so AJ Styles was he goes to the merchandise stand. He starts getting up free merchandise, free AJ Styles merchandise to the crowds, and so also a guy from in the hoodie beats up AJ Styles and ends up being Daniel Bryan. They start fighting. Daniel Bryan got tossed on the tables of food by AJ Styles. Shakira breaks it up, and that was it. It was short to the point because I'm glad it was over. We go to the Usos doing their photo shoot when one of a staff member gives Jimmy Uso a box. And you know where this was going. So Jey Uso wants to see it and everything. You know, his brother, and he reads it, and basically it was a note from Mandy Rose, and left Jimmy Uso with this hotel key. And Jey Uso asked Jimmy, what are you gonna do, Us?" Jimmy doesn't answer. Of course he doesn't. So we'll get to that later. Well, you know, based on what they did with that. Samoa Joe walks backstage, and he sees EC3 flexing. Yeah, this whole EC3 on the main roster is working so well for him that he's flexing in the mirror. Whatever. We get Andrade, Cien, Almas, and Selena Vega backstage. I believe they were interviewed by Dasha, or I think it was Kayla Braxton. But, anyways, Andrade, Cien, Almas talks about pinning Rey Mysterio Jr. From that tag team match that he had. Talks about how Rey Mysterio Jr. Was his idol, and Selena Vega says it's 2019. It's time to look into the future, and the future is Andrade, Cien, Almas. By the way, they changed the name of Andrade, Cien, Almas. I'll get to that later. But and she says that he's gonna win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania to be the WWE champion and blah blah blah. I mean, it was good. It was a good promo. A good promo. I thought it was a good promo. But I just want to get this over with. We're supposed to get Samoa Joe versus Mustafa Ali, but Samoa Joe blindsides Mustafa Ali in the ring, beats him up, throws him into ring post, which Mustafa Ali took it like a champ, and then Samoa Joe does it again, and again Mustafa Ali takes it like a champ. Samoa Joe goes to tease him to a table, the broadcast table, but instead just sends him to the barricade, and that was it. Yeah, the barricade. I would prefer him, just doing the ring post spot. So in the video, asks Mandy Rose what she's thinking of doing that, and Mandy Rose is was basically letting her know why, because she hates Naomi. She can't stand Naomi, and she wants to ruin Naomi's marriage with Jimmy Uso. That's why she's doing this. Because she can't stand Naomi, and he wants her life to be live nothing but misery, And she's talking about all this while the camera's on her, where the whole world could see. And then you got these commentators all talking about that too. Like, what does WWE think when they do these type of segments? When you have Mandy Rose, being caught on camera, talking about how she's gonna sabotage the marriage of Jimmy and Naomi's marriage, while the whole world's watching. The camera is right there in front of her. The whole world watching and listening. Who? Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. Rey Mysterio Jr. was walking backstage, and he all of a sudden, Nikki Cross was there. Rey Mysterio Jr. sees this, and Nikki Cross was talking crazy, and I think she says something in the line of "play with me," whatever. I don't know. Whatever. And Mysterio kept on walking, as she should. Samoa Joe gets interviewed by Kayla Braxton about why he did to Mustafa Ali, and Joe basically says, it was all about leaving a statement, and he says he's going to enter the Royal Rumble to win, and he's going to treat Mustafa Ali like how he's going to treat 29 other men in the Royal Rumble. That's why he did what he did. It was just a sense statement. Yeah, and that's Samoa Joe's that's his model. Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Andrade Cien Almas with Selena Vega. Now, I mentioned before, the WWE changed Andrade Cien on his name. He's now called Andrade. Yep, they took away Cien Almas, and now he's just called Andrade. So stupid. So the match itself was pretty good. I thought it was a damn good match. The best match I've seen from this show of SmackDown. The best thing I've seen on this show, other than on the rest of is pile of garbage, except Samoa Joe, with the whole Mustafa Ali being attacked. So yeah, I thought this was a damn good match. This was a clean, fast pace of a match. And then in the end, Mysterio Jr. ends up going for a win here. Yeah, at least he tried to. Cien Vega comes on the apron, distracts Mysterio for a little bit. Andrade catches him and gets him a draping, or should I say a hangman, hammerlock DDT off the turnbuckle. Nice the way he did it too, by the way. And gets a 3 count in the win. And yeah, Andrade Cien, and yeah, I'm still calling him by Andrade Cien Almas because that's a unique name to call him by, not Andrade. So yeah, Andrade Cien Almas wins against Rey Mysterio Jr. Alright, let's get to the segment now. Jimmy Uso arrives at the hotel room of Mandy Rose. So he gets in there. He walks into Mandy Rose, sitting, wearing a black robe, which is nice. And then she tells Jimmy Uso to come closer. And then she takes off her robe, and she shows off her goods. She was wearing a black lingerie, which was nice. WWE needs to do more of that often. And Jimmy Uso's like, basically tells Mandy Rose we shouldn't be doing this and all that. And also a person with a camera takes photos of Mandy Rose. And then Mandy Rose basically letting Jimmy Uso know, you think I care about you and blah blah blah. Is that no? It's not you. It's basically not about you. It's about Naomi. It's about getting back at her or whatever. And it says that she's going to ruin the marriage of Jimmy Uso and Naomi with a photo of the person taken of what pertains to Jimmy and Mandy Rose. Being close to each other. With her being half naked. In her lingerie, which is cool. While the camera's there for the whole world can see it. What WWE even thinks about doing this segment when they do this? You think Naomi's not gonna watch this? Do they think Naomi's not gonna watch this show? Or at least have fans, to tweet to her about look what happened with Jimmy Uso and Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose trying to set him up and all that. Like seriously, what does WWE think when they do this type of shit? It's a storyline dumb wrong, and storyline stupidity at this point. So what happened after this? Jimmy Uso he leaves, and sure enough, who shows up? Naomi, because of course, it was organized by Jimmy Uso and Naomi, for Naomi to beat up on Mandy Rose, and the fight happens, but it was a cheap fight. It was a cheap fight that ended by Mandy Rose tossing Naomi over a table. I mean, a chair. I would prefer, the TV spot, smash her to the I mean, not saying, physically, but, there was a TV there. They teased that at one point. But what? Yeah, I mean, I love Mandy Rose's lingerie. I wish it would have been more sexier. But that's just me. But of course, it's WWE, unfortunately. But whatever. The segment was half good, but the rest was just trash. And the storyline is fucking garbage. This whole thing with Mandy Rose and Mandy Rose and Naomi. It's supposed to lead to something, right? And it does, folks. And I'll get to that when because they made an announcement. It's gonna be Mandy Rose versus Naomi in a match for the next SmackDown show. which it was a go home show, but I'll get to that when I get to it. But still, my God, I can't wait. I can't wait to get to that too. Oh yeah, finally the final segment to end the show. Do we end it with a match? Of course not. We ended with the Bestie Birthday Bash featuring The Miz and the Birthday Boy, Shane McMahon. And they were promoting this all night on that night basically. Corey Grace at one point mentioned the Main Street Posses, Pete Gas, Ronnie and Joey Abs, for those who remember. And Byron Saxton was being fucking annoying, as always, acting like a fucking child. So they had birthday presents, birthday cakes, birthday balloons, blah blah blah. Shane McMahon got a birthday present from The Miz. It was a pair of Jordans. They show highlights of Shane McMahon's career in WWE though. I enjoyed that one. And they do a happy birthday song, whatever. And then the bar comes out. The bar comes out to crash the party. And then it's led to a match. So yeah, in a way, we kind of did get a match to sort of end the show. With Shane McMahon taught into The Miz to have a match against Sheamus. And Miz was not dressed to compete, but Shane McMahon's like, but you're The Miz, you're half best in the world, whatever. I don't remember how he said it, but you're awesome, whatever. I don't know. And Miz was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do this. You're on. So the match happens, and it was trash. Miz wins with a roll up. That's how much trash this match was. It ended with a roll up because Sheamus got distracted. After the match, we get the I forgot to mention too. Cesaro ends up taking a bump on the birthday cake during the match, and that was enough to distract Sheamus to lose too. And then Sheamus gets beaten up by Miz and Shane McMahon, where it led to a terrible skull crushing finale by The Miz, and then the whole thing with the coast to coast that Shane McMahon did to the Miz. To Sheamus with the Miz getting the birthday cake to make sure it smashes to Sheamus, and then the show ends with Shane McMahon, The Miz. And that bootleg trophy that was from Crown Jewel to end the show. This show was fucking garbage, fucking trash. Other than Mysterio Jr. versus Andrade, Cien, Almas, and Samoa Joe beating up on Mustafa Ali, 2 out of 10. The rest of the show was fucking garbage, a fucking waste of time. And also, talking about wrestling for the show, I believe 3 matches, or 4 matches if you want to count that cheap Asuka and Billie Kay match. And it would have been 5 if they would have never had Samoa Joe just attack Mustafa Ali before the match. So, the pre-match basically. It would have been 5 matches, but no, we got 4 matches instead. Especially that one cheap match and that one main event match I thought was fucking horrendous. So yeah, 2 out of 10. So that being said, thank you for watching. And this is the Natural Born Driller saying peace on the streets.